Hello. In this latest video looking at Japanese Z gauge ready to run models, I'm going to take a look at a DD51 set done by Rokuhan. Now I've already got 3 DD51s in various colour schemes, but this is unique in that it does the Hokutosei double-headed ones that run into Hokkaido. Once again, the locos are presented in the standard crystal case, but in this case they go into a cardboard sleeve so that the pair of them come in the same box. This is unique to these sets. The running performance should be consistent with the ones I've already got. The interesting thing will be to see how they run as a pair, given that the Rokuhan couplings do have a habit sometimes of coming uncoupled. Obviously they need something to pull, and what Rokuhan have done is 2 sets of the Hokutosei overnight sleeper set. This is a standard set with the 7 coaches in, and there's an additional 5 car set to bring it up to the 12 vehicle rake. Inside the bookcase there's 7 of the coaches, 2 additional slots for you to put the DD51s in so you can keep them all together, and a spare slot as well. The coaches come wrapped in individual polythene tubes. This is obviously to stop them getting scratched or scuffed when you're moving them around in the boxes. And the instructions follow the same sort of pattern as the DD51s that we've seen before. However, there are no English translations on this, it's all in Japanese. It does have the formations on which you can work out without knowing any Japanese for the actual 7 car set and the additional 5 car set. And also the instructions for adding various extra details, and also where to put the decals for the train headboard or tailboard in this case, with the decals to go on there. The DD51 has a clip-in headboard that goes in between the front handrails, which you're going to have to be very careful when you put it on because it is very, very small. As a size comparison, you can see the twins here stood in front of the Kato HO model of the same locomotive. It gives you an idea of just how small Z gauge is. In comparison to Tenshodo, the coaches are very free running. They've got working taillights. I think you can get additional lighting boards to do interior lighting. I'm not particularly bothered about that. But they certainly seem to run very well, and on test they're definitely staying coupled together, even though they're relatively close coupled. To go around the curves on Republic steel quite happily. The coaches have got interior detailing to match the actual specification of the coach, so the side corridors going down some of them. The 2 DD51s have no trouble pulling just the 7 coaches. I've got an idea for getting the extra set of 5 anyway. It'll be interesting to see then how they cope pulling 12 carriages. So in conclusion, I'm quite pleased with this set. I'm going to get the extra 5 coaches, but I suspect that on Hakuho, my new Japanese Z gauge layout, a 12 coach train is probably going to be a bit over the top. But certainly they're very effective when they're running around. The DD51s perform exactly the same as the others, work very nice in either the gauge master controller or a pulse width modulation controller. And I have noticed that the Relco track cleaners with the HF they're putting out are tending to keep the tail lights lit most of the time anyway. I've still got the headboards and tailboards to add at some stage, and dare I say, I may even do a little bit of judicious weathering.